Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on what time you will be watching the broadcast. Yours sincerely, I come your way again. I am Reverend Emmanuel Olorumagba, the National Director, Media and Publicity Rescue Movement for New Nigeria, aka Rescue the Vulnerable Initiative, duly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission CAC of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So the group is an entity. And then I'm also the National Financial Secretary for National Rescue Movement, NRM, one of the registered, existing, and still valid political parties in Nigeria. And let me also add this. I'm also a former candidate, House of Representatives in 2023 presidential general election for Kababune Ijumu Federal Constituency of Kogi State, and also in 2025 by-election that was just concluded, I was also a candidate for House of Representatives for Chikun Kajuru Federal Constituency of Kaduna State. I'm still on my sensitization to my fellow Nigerians on what we tag Operation Take Back Your Country. And I still want to ask, as I've always asked, is it possible to take back your country? Yes. Is it possible for me to take back my country? Yes. Is it possible for us to take back our country, Nigeria? Yes, we can take back our country. However, like I said, we must be determined. Determination. And let me also say this. The group of people that will take back this country are the youths. The youth are the group of people that will take back this country. Because the old people don't care about your future. The old people don't care about the coming generation. The old people don't care about this country any longer. They have been able to loot and re-loot by coming into power from different segments, from governor to senator, from vice president to aspiring as president, from one position to another position, from governor to senate, from senate to senate president, and different kind of position, and also even House of Rep. So they've been able to amass so much money that 3 generations after them, if they don't even work, they can never be poor again. Therefore, they don't care about Nigeria. They don't care about your future. They don't care about my future. They don't care about the future of the coming generation. They only care about their pocket for today. Their children are not even in the country. They send their children abroad to go and study. They send their children to foreign universities while they are destroying our own university, and ASU keep going on strike almost every year. ASU strike now has now become like an annual event. Yet, the people at the helms of affairs cares less. They want to wait until ASU goes on strike. Then they will start running helter-skelter and start pretending as if they don't want the strike in the first place. But they don't care because their children are there in foreign universities. They are training their children, developing their children, raising their children to take over from them. While they don't even want to hand over until they are old enough that they can't walk again. Some even want to die while in power. But even if they die while in power, even if they hold on to power until they are old not to be able to walk again, they still don't want you and I to take over. Rather, they want their children to take over. Therefore, they are preparing their children, sending their children to foreign universities, while you are here in Nigeria as mere data boys, as mere e-thugs, as mere physical thugs, to steal ballot papers for them, to steal ballot boxes for them, to tamper ballot paper for them, to stock ballot papers into ballot boxes for them. But their children are there, preparing for a better life, preparing for a greater tomorrow, preparing to take over from them. They don't have any plan for you and I. We are the people to rise and say we must take back our country. Let me ask you, all of the people in power, beginning from Tinubu, Akpabio, Senate President, House of Rep, Speaker of the House of Rep, the senators, rep members, the different governors, how many of their children do you see on social media defending them or attacking another person? No. If they are on social media, they are using social media to better their lives. In fact, some of them you don't even know they are on social media. If they are on social media, they use to better their lives. But you, that they are destroying your future. You are the people they will be giving peanuts that cannot make your life to amount to anything and turn you to mere e-thug, electronic thug, social media thug. What are you supposed to do for them? Be on social media and be attacking the people that can help you in future. Be on social media and be attacking your friends. Be on social media and be accumulating more enemies than friends. Be on social media and be divided while they are together. While their children are relating right there. While their children are flowing freely, yet you, the children of the poor, the children of the masses, are the people that will be on social media and be creating enmity among yourselves and be attacking. And this one is an Agbado supporter. Therefore, you are attacking the person. You are not attacking the ideology. You are, and then the person say, "Oh, this one is an obedient." Therefore, he is attacking you because you are an obedient. It's not attacking their ideology. This one is a PDP man. They are attacking you. This one is an article guy. They are attacking you. This one is also person. This one is also person. They are attacking you. Ex-governor supporters attacking the present governor supporters. The present governor supporters attacking the ex-governor supporters. And by so doing, instead of building bridges, you are breaking and destroying bridges. Instead of coming together to form network that can help one another up, you are destroying the little network that has been created. Breaking bridges, destroying every connection between you and others. May I tell you this for free? It is time for us to wake up and say, enough is enough. Politicians will no more create division between the youths, irrespective of our ideology, irrespective of whom you are supporting. Of course, there's not possible for all of us to support the same person. Like Yoruba people say, that all of us cannot sleep and face the same direction. So since all of us cannot sleep and face the same direction, it's not possible for all of us to support the same person. And no matter how bad you think a person is, the person still has supporters. Oh, yes. Satan, the devil, have supporters. Have you heard of a religion called Satanism? Have you heard of people that work in the synagogue of Satan? Synagogue of Satan, and they hear the name Satan and they still work in the synagogue of Satan? So Satan has supporters. Witches have supporters. So if as bad as Satan is, as bad as witches are, they have supporters. So definitely, no matter how bad a political leader is, he still has his own supporters. But as a wise fellow, what are you supposed to do? Attack the ideology and leave the person. Attack the ideology and leave the personality of your fellow youth, and leave the person of your fellow youth. And also the fellow youth also, when your ideology is attacked, don't attack the individual back. You are afraid to attack the ideology of the other person back. Because what we should be against on social media is the wrong ideology, the ideology that have been destroying our country, the ideology that have been holding this country down. That is what we should be against, and not the individual. But the politicians set us against one another, set one person against another and one person against the other, and the same politician will gather at night and eat and drink together. The children of the same politician are relating freely outside the country. Freely outside the country. Akpabio's son will relate freely with Udom Emmanuel's son outside the country. But Akpabio's supporter are mortal enemy of Udom Emmanuel's supporter. El-Rufai's children will relate freely with Obasanjo's children. If not that, sorry to say, if not that we will have related freely with Obasanjo's children. If not that they are not well brought up. If they are well brought up, they will have been relating freely. What am I saying? Dear fellow Nigerians, specifically the youths in Nigeria, let's wake up. Let's wake up in our fight to take our country back. One of the things we need to work on is to ensure that the division between us, the division they create between us, is no longer allowed. One of the things we need to work on is to ensure that I don't see you as an individual as the object of my attack, and you don't see me as an individual as the object of your attack. One of the things we need to work on is to be able to relate freely, irrespective of our political inclination and irrespective of our political ideology. However, when it comes to political ideology, we maintain our stance, but still relate freely. That is wisdom. That is wisdom. And that is the wisdom we need to start operating as youth, so that we can relate freely, because we have so many areas we can be of help in terms of business, in terms of connection, in terms of networking, in terms of sharing idea. Idea rule the world. We can relate freely. We can benefit from one another. But if we keep attacking and killing one another's character, how do we want to relate freely? Therefore, fellow Nigerians, my appeal to all of us, not only you, but including myself, because there has been occasion where I have also had the occasion of even had to block some people off when they come to attack my person, instead of standing their ground against my own stance, while I stand my ground against their stance. But they come in, attack my person, I have to get them blocked. Therefore, I say, let all of us wake up. Let us work against that division. Let us work against that attack. Let us stop attacking one another. Let us stop the issue of division. Let's relate in the area where we agree. There's no way there will not be area where we agree. Let's relate in terms of business. Let's relate in terms of networking. Let's relate in terms of idea sharing. Anywhere we agree, let's relate. Where we don't agree, let's maintain our differences. However, it still doesn't mean that we will not go against the ideology that we feel is wrong, and don't let us go against the individual. And that is just my piece of advice to fellow Nigerians, especially the youth. Once again, I remain yours sincerely, Reverend Emmanuel Olorumagba, the National Director Media and Publicity for Rescue Movement for New Nigeria, aka Rescue the Vulnerable Initiative, fully registered with the Corporate Affairs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.